Manchester United won, Young Boys won, and a pretty shit game, to be honest. Manchester United, I was over expecting from Manchester United to go into this game and roll these over, and to be honest, maybe they are better than I expected. Yes, they did beat us in the away game, but I was expecting a bit more from Manchester United. But to be fair, Manchester United rotated the side heavily this evening, and a lot of these players haven't played a lot of football. So, I mean, a lot of these players won't play in the next game. But the sad reality is, some of these players are playing for a place in the first team, and on that showing probably won't be getting a first team opportunity anytime soon. Now, we've made pretty wholesale changes. Obviously, Henderson in goal. I don't think you can really blame Henderson for tonight, and he played, what was it, 65 minutes or so of this game, but isn't going to get in the first team over David Hay at this moment in time. Anyway, the back four at this moment in time, sure, yes, put the cross in for a great goal by Greenwood, but to be honest, Greenwood made the goal himself, really. To be honest, that was a ridiculous finish from Mason Greenwood, who hasn't been scoring goals lately, has been in pretty poor form recently. He did score a worldie against Leicester, but was very, very poor, and apart from that, and you've just got hope now that Mason Greenwood kicks on from this, because we saw with that goal against Leicester, he didn't kick on from it. He started the season quite well with 3 goals in his first 3 games, but since then it's been like 2 in about the last 12, 13 games, so he's got to kick on now from that. But a world-class finish from Mason Greenwood. But the back four, let's talk, was obviously Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, and then you've only really got one other defender in there in Bay, because obviously he's put Matic in there as well to get him game time, and then obviously you've got other players in the team, Lingard, Donny van de Beek, you've got Mata, so you've got a fairly attacking lineup, to be honest, for Manchester United. You've got Ahmad there and Greenwood obviously, and Elanga. It was pretty attacking side for Manchester United putting out, but it hasn't really planned. I mean, certainly looking at that second half, that was like a pre-season friendly game. It really was. And yes, Manchester United had already qualified, so I think that was a bit on the game, to be honest. And we were the only team that really, you're looking around the teams in the Champions League, Manchester United were the only real ones that have made as many wholesale changes to this, and given more. I mean, that was quite a youthful attack for Manchester United. Ahmad, Greenwood and Elanga. So to be fair, it was never going to probably be as walkover as probably I thought it would be, but I thought the lineup would be slightly stronger than that we put out, to be honest. So I thought probably maybe Cristiano Ronaldo might play, or a Rashford, or someone else up front. So I wasn't really expecting Ahmad to start this game, to be honest. And he hasn't played a lot of football lately. He did score a ridiculous goal in the under-23s, but the only problem is, I mean, like in the first half, Donny van de Beek making a real fuck up. The problem is, for the likes of Donny van de Beek, Jesse Lingard, players like that, Juan Mata, if they don't take their chance when given it in a game like this, they're never going to. Even Ahmad, I know he cost a lot of money and he's a young guy, but there is a lot of options for Manchester United in this fucking first team at this moment in time. So when you get given an opportunity like Van de Beek or Ahmad have got this evening, you've got to really be looking to take it, because that is the only way you're going to get an opportunity in the first team. A first team place is not just giving you on a plate. And if you perform badly, like we've seen with Anthony Martial over a period of time, he's struggling to get game time now. Yes, he was injured and couldn't feature in this particular one. Probably would have done if he wasn't injured, but he's been struggling to get game time because his performances haven't warranted. And if you're on the fringes, and I did say this back when we played West Ham in the League Cup, when we got knocked out, that was a massive blow, because some of them players on that given day didn't really put themselves out enough. And I don't feel that some of these players have really put themselves out enough. Maybe because we've qualified for the knockout stage as winners anyway, and maybe some of these players have just played through the motions. But it is a bit disappointing with that, if players haven't really gone all out there. If Manchester United needed that win, would we have given that slight edge, extra more? Maybe. Second half, we have made some substitutes though. Obviously Tom Heaton coming on for Manchester United, another academy player coming onto the pitch at such a late fucking time in his career. Jesus, it's been a long time for Tom Heaton coming on from the academy. He's been away fucking shitload of clubs since then. Then we've had Tede Mengi as well come onto the pitch. Hasn't played a lot of football for Manchester United. I think he's only featured once for the first team previously. Did go out on loan for a little bit to Derby. He come on in that second half. Then we brought Shola Shoretiri on. Has been injured for a while, so I was surprised to see him even on the bench. I was surprised to see all these academy players on the bench. And Zidane Iqbal, I know a lot of people have got high hopes for Zidane Iqbal. Him and Charlie Savage come on very, very late, so we couldn't really. They couldn't really have enough game time in this. I don't think they got about 6 or 7 minutes, didn't they, in that injury time? But obviously they're probably happy as Larry to make their debut. It's a proud moment for them to come in through the academy. Manchester United fans, it's a great moment for them. It really is, and I hope this is the start of something for them. It's just that the fact that we haven't got many more of these games, because FA Cup, we've got a difficult game against Aston Villa coming up on the horizon there, so we can't really put a lot of these youngsters on the bench in that, and there's not too many more of these types of games to come. So the only way that some of these players are probably going to get given game time now is if they really do impress in them under 23s, or we do get a shit ton of injuries, and that is the only problem here. They haven't. None of these players tonight, I wouldn't say on the pitch, have put a message out to the manager that you've got to play me against Norwich. I don't think any of this. There may be one player from the starting lineup potentially, maybe, that may play 1-2, but I can't really see any of these players getting into that Manchester United team to play Norwich. So this was a complete, really second string lineup for Manchester United, and it is the Champions League. These teams don't roll over as easy as they used to years ago. In the 90s, early 2000s, Manchester United would beat some of these sides pretty convincingly, really. You're looking at the 5-6-0s. Some of them you get in the early 90s and early 2000s. You don't get many of them now. So it can be difficult if you do rotate. Players may be a bit rusty as well, but I would expect a completely different lineup for that game against Norwich. I wouldn't even really expect Greenwood to come to start that game. I'd expect he'll probably even be on the substitutes bench for that one, because you look at the likes of Rashford, you've got Sancho, you've got Ronaldo. Them three are probably going to start ahead of him on the weekend. But it was nice to see him get back along the score sheet, because he hasn't been scoring a lot of goals recently, and he has had that touch of coronavirus recently and hasn't been able to play. But anyway, overall it is what it is for Manchester United. The debuts tonight were nice, so it wasn't the fact that Manchester United just got the group game out the way. It was a game that Manchester United have just done and dusted. Now we can put it to the back of our minds till the new year, and when Manchester United, we'll see who we get in the Champions League. Hopefully we get a nice decent tie that Manchester United can look forward to in this Champions League. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash the share button if you're watching on Facebook. I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.